The Bridgeway Motorcycle Park in Stratford-upon-Avon. Is the best good enough?
So I've come back to the Bridgeway Park motorcycle parking bays. The parking facility that Bikesure say that we should be congratulating Stratford-upon-Avon's council for providing.
The first thing I should point out is that the Bridgeway Motorcycle Park is not actually provided by Stratford-upon-Avon District Council. As you will see from the signage, the facility is provided by Warwickshire County Council. So if you want to do what Bikesure suggest and congratulate the local council for providing this facility, please do make sure you contact the right council.
But as I remember it, when this place first opened back in 2003, it was a bit of a compromise situation where they were trying to remove bikers from parking on the waterfront, or waterside, I think it's called. They didn't, obviously all those bikers parking there was lowering the tone of the place. Royal Shakespeare Company didn't like the look of them, scared off all the punters, no doubt. But yes, apparently it was vitally important that we removed all the motorcycle parking from the riverside there. Now, as you can see, they left plenty of cycle parking with plenty of secure facilities, but yeah, motorcycles, sorry chaps, you're going to need to go somewhere else. So they actually put in this motorcycle parking facility here, which on paper it sounds brilliant, but now that I'm here, I'm slightly underwhelmed. I'm here for the second time. I came initially during the ABR festival weekend and it was quiet, and I thought, well, maybe that's why it's so quiet. There's nobody using it because everybody's at the festival. So I've come back a few days later. It's now a Wednesday morning, and as you can see, it's no busier now. A few bikes here. And to be fair, I've probably seen as many bikes parked in dodgy locations around the town centre. As you can see, one there with a penalty charge notice on it already. So yeah, there's clearly not a vast amount of desire to use this place. Now, I did speak to one chap who said that yes, he uses it on a regular basis, comes here, goes in, visits the bank, it's great. And, you know, to be fair, there's lots of positives that we can say about it. It's got about 160 spaces, allegedly. I've not counted them, I have to admit. There's CCTV coverage, there's 30 ground anchors. It's free, so you don't have to pay to park here. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But is it really the pinnacle of what we should be looking for when we ask for, you know, good quality motorcycle parking? I would suggest that if this is as good as it gets, we've got quite a long way to go yet. We need better than this. Let's start first of all with the security. The CCTV, as you can see, there's cameras at either end, but frankly, can you believe that they can see all those parking bays? I think most of them are probably hidden by the bushes. I've tried getting an angle of view to see if I can see what the CCTV can see, but it's very difficult to do. So, and no doubt it's not 4K footage, is it? They're not going to be able to zoom in and enhance like they do in all the movies.
Zoom in, enhance.
It's going to be very grainy, low resolution footage. We'll just let those bikes go, as they're making far too much noise. How dare they? I mean, they should all go out and buy electric motorcycles, shouldn't they? It's shocking behaviour. Definitely shouldn't be allowed.
Speaking of electric motorcycles, if you want to charge your electric motorcycle at the Bridgeway parking facility, you're going to be sadly disappointed. Yes, there's charging infrastructure in the multi-storey car park for cars, but that's there for cars, it's not for you motorcyclists. Please go and find somewhere else.
So yes, as you can see, the ground anchors, they're not exactly brilliant, are they? They're all sunken ground anchors, very cheap looking to me, full of detritus and shit. You've really got to work hard to get them access to pull them out of the ground. And it's therefore not surprising that even people who come with chains and locks are not actually using these ground anchors.
There's no provision whatsoever for storage of crash helmets and leathers whilst you enjoy the culture of Stratford-upon-Avon. Even riders who bring their own lock and chain tend not to use these ground anchors.
Now, no doubt this will be used as an excuse not to provide ground anchors in other locations because nobody ever uses them. Well, yeah, nobody uses them because they're shite. That's frankly the problem. They're awkward to use, standing on your head with your head in the bushes, standing in a narrow motorcycle parking bay where you can't get down on your hands and knees to get to it. You're not going to get that silly little shackle out of the ground, and you're almost certainly not going to bother using it. And if you bring a chain, lock and chain, you'll be sadly disappointed, I'm afraid. Now, the size of the bays, they're 3 foot wide by 8 foot long. So, okay, yes, they're within what many would describe as standard specifications, but I don't think that they're wide enough. Yes, we can pack bikes in a 3 foot wide space, but frankly, you know, the handlebars on my bike are about 3 foot wide. Manoeuvring a big heavy bike into one of these very narrow spaces, if you've got a bike on either side of you, it's going to be a pain in the neck. And let's face it, I mean, you can see on the video footage of me arriving the other day, even with no bikes on either side, I was struggling to get the bike lined up within the bay in a position where I might possibly be able to use the ground anchor. And what it doesn't actually show you in that video is that I then had to move the bike to a different bay entirely so that I could access a ground anchor that would actually work. So it is really not brilliant, far from being a gold standard that I think we should be looking for.
In my view, the layout of the entire place is far too cramped and pokey, manoeuvring bikes when there's a large number of bikes parked in these bays. Manoeuvring yourself into some of these bays is going to be nigh on impossible, which means that I think many of the bays would actually be useless. So claiming 160 bays, if there are 160 marked bays, that may well be the case, but does that really mean that there's space for 160 motorcycles to park conveniently?
And finding the place, the signage to get here, there's nothing to say that it's here. So if you do not know that this parking facility is here, you're almost certainly not going to easily find it. It's not exactly on the main central part of the town. The signs that are leading up to it, yes, they're directing you to parking, but it doesn't say that it's motorcycle parking. Now, just outside the entrance, there are signs saying that it's motorcycle parking, yes, but they're text only, there's no motorcycle icon. And weirdly, the only place where there is a sign with a motorcycle icon on it is just before you get to the exit. So once you've passed the entrance and you're no longer able to get into the facility, they tell you that, yes, there it is, and you'll have to go around the block to get in the other end. It's ridiculous. It's not good enough. It's not what we should be asking for. So yes, don't get me wrong, Stratford Council, you've provided a facility that is far above the standard for the country, far above average. Very well done for that. But is it good enough? No, I'm sorry, it's not. We as motorcyclists need to be asking for better. If we don't kick up a fuss about this, nobody's going to do it on our behalf. If you want to see better parking facilities in your local town or city, you need to start fighting for it. So please do join with our Park It campaign and help us to actually promote and push councils to deliver the kind of parking facilities that actually make motorcycling convenient, as opposed to something that we enjoy doing whilst riding, but a real pain in the backside whenever you've got to park up.